Hello, my name is Cicely Santa, and this video is my Transforming Journey upload. And this is titled Consecration. And for this activation, we will be depicting some of the words that need consecrating or sanctification for ourselves. So this will be some things that we need to ask God to separate us from the normal, consecrate us, meaning just so that cleanse us from our mind, which the word tells us to renew our mind, and from our hearts. Lord, give me a clean heart. And also, the third one is our bodies. I dedicate myself to you, Lord, and also my mouth, because as we know for the tongue, that it can either encourage someone or it can be used to break someone down. And so for this activation, we're going to focus on the four words again: heart, mind, body, and mouth. And for this, I do see that it's 20 of us. And so we're going to break this down to four groups of five. So I do need a volunteer to do my count off. And so you would count it off like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And so we would end up with four groups of five. And each group you will use two counts of 8 to depict, and we're going to focus on spatial techniques. So for group 1, your word is going to be heart. And for the heart, you're going to show high and low movements. For the second group, your word is going to be mind. And for you, you're going to be focused on same and contrast, meaning a movement that is the same as the prior, contrast meaning something totally different from the prior movements. Group number 3, you're going to have the spatial technique of shapes and scatter. And so with shapes and scatter, your body can be used to make different shapes, as well as your group can be used to make different shapes with your body. And then also with scatter, which means that you may start in one position altogether, and then you can run out, each person run out in different directions, and then you can also make a shape with your body at that point, or a move that may be the same than maybe something different than the other group, okay? And then the fourth group is going to have the word mouth. And for this group, you're going to be focusing on foreground and background movement. So which means for your foreground, for instance, if you want to use a movement such as this with both of your arms out to the side, the background group can do a similar movement. Similar meaning something that's close but not exactly the same. And so you can use with your arms stretched up. And so, okay, so I'm going to give you 5 minutes. Should not take long. It should be, pretty simple. I'd rather it be simple than complicated and then it looks sloppy or it doesn't look presentable. Okay, so let me give out your words again. Group 1 is going to be heart with high and low movement. Again, group 2, your word is mind with same or contrast movements. Group number 3, your word is body, and you're going to be focused on scattered and shapes. And then, of course, number 4, which your word is mouth, and you're going to be focusing on foreground and background. So again, you'll have about 5 minutes, and you're all going to be doing those movements and presenting those words in 2 counts of 8. Okay, and so what I'll do, I'm just going to show you again something for the heart group, which is going to be high and low. Okay, so again, you can do a movement such as your arm straight up, and then you can do your low, which is bent down, arms out to the side. And for your mind, you're going to be doing scatter and or same in contrast. And so the same, if your arms out here and then also someone else's arms in here, that's the same. You're just in different direction. And again, someone else can have it out to the side here. And so a contrast movement might be something like this. And so those are some things you can use, just some ideas. So again, you'll have 5 minutes to come up. Again, keep it simple and don't complicate it so it won't look sloppy. Okay? And so we'll go through that and let's see what everyone comes up with. And hopefully you'll be able to, again, these are some ideas and some tips for spatial techniques that you can use for some of your presentations when you get home. And I hope you learned something and I hope you enjoyed this activation and keep on dancing for